it feel like a minute since I done this though, man. And it hasn't even really been that long. Ah, happy Pride, happy June 1st, 2023. Ah, and okay, just with a lot of things going on, OTAs, mini camps, Cowboys got some money. It's just there's just a few things I want to talk about. Anyway, so one of the things I want to talk about is kind of off subject for me is Shannon Sharp getting the buyout from Fox Sports. Good on him. Now, I know that it's going to be something major for Shannon. You know what I'm saying? You know, he done put the the cigars and Henny on deck. Everybody now calling him Unc. He at the game acting a fool with y'all Morant Daddy and all of that shit. He's becoming a celebrity fixture now. You know what I'm saying? 3-time world champion, Hall of Famer, one of the best tight ends to do it. Funny ass dude, got jokes, one of the best trash talkers in NFL history. And he outshined fucking that Skip Bayless and that whole fucking network over there. And I know he got some big shit coming. Now, for those that don't know, because I know a lot of y'all don't know athletes and you don't know how this shit runs. Rumor has it. Here, let me put y'all on to something. Small number Simons is putting y'all on again because you other motherfuckers don't even know this shit. You know what I'm saying? But listen, there's a rumor going around that Netflix and Hulu is about to get into this whole sports talk, sport podcast. Hold on just a second because you finna hear Rolando barking. So don't trip on my dog, it's that out. But anyway, Rolando always got to make his appearance. But so I hear that Hulu, Netflix, and these streaming services so to try to get some shit going with these sports talk shows. Listen, I know a lot of these motherfuckers, they see how it's going with a lot of the brothers in the podcast game, $1 million worth of game. Mav Hoffa got his thing going on at the barbershop. Cameron and Mace is killing it and it's funny as fuck with their podcast and show on YouTube call it is what it is. And I said this a few months ago. If you got a couple of these guys and got them on these streaming services, it would blow up. So I think that's where Shannon is probably headed. And good for him. I think this might open the door for a lot of these streaming services to get into the sporting game because ESPN is boring. Fox Sports is trash. And I have been saying for years, when I watch ESPN, it's on mute. Because a lot of them dudes, just because you're an athlete, don't mean you know how to talk. Love Emmitt Smith. But man, he was horrible on them goddamn. Everybody ain't Tony Romo. Everybody, even the dudes with a gift of gab, they can't do it, man. Paul Pierce was too raw for TV. And to a certain extent, so was Shannon Sharp. That's why he need to go to one of these. Picture Shannon Sharp in a platform where he can cuss. Paul Pierce in a platform where he can cuss. Shit, me on one of them motherfuckers. I have so much fun on that shit, man, because I love sports. Just because I sit there and talk about the Cowboys, man, like I can sit there and talk about sports all day, every day. I can talk about anything, bro. I'm just burnt out on conspiracies because the world we live in, it's a conspiracy every goddamn day, bro. Like seriously, we could talk about we might go to war conspiracy. There's always some kind of goddamn conspiracy. So, that kind of shit bores me. But it's just I want Shannon to blow the fuck up. I really hope that's true with a Netflix or a Hulu finna get into the new sports talk thing where you can really say what you want to say. I think that putting these guys in positions and on stages where they can cuss, It can be themselves. It ain't about being all suited down and shit. You can really talk your shit. I hope this is where Shannon is going. Shannon's too big for a podcast. I know he already got his podcast, but I mean, like, man, HBO, somewhere, HBO, Cinemax, Netflix, Hulu. I keep hearing that Hulu and Netflix is finna get into this shit, which we need something that is better than ESPN, and Fox Sports is ass. And I'm tired of ESPN. So I think a lot of people are tired of ESPN, but when it's the only game in town, that's all you're going to tune into. If you had an alternative, if they showed games, if they had, some former athletes or even current athletes over there talking that good shit, man, fuck Bristol, Connecticut as a whole. The shit would drop dead. Now, my bad. They're Los Angeles now. So they'd fucking die. So you know what I'm saying? Fuck ESPN, and that's how I feel. And fucks Fox Sports and Undisputed. I know Shannon. I'm tired of the dick riding, and honestly, I'm a Cowboy fan, and I get sick of them motherfuckers acting like the Cowboys is the only fucking football team in town. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, get the fuck out of here. That shit is kind of lame to me. But anyway, speaking of the Dallas Cowboys, that's a good segue to go into we're in the money. We're in the money. So as of June 1st, Ezekiel Elliott's money is now off the books. Dallas Cowboys, cap heaven, looking good. The Cowboys has had a pretty fucking spectacular goddamn offseason. You gave up 2 fifth-round picks for 2 great veterans in Brandon Cooks and Stephon Gilmore. Compensatory picks, mind you. You had a great draft, a non-fan friendly draft, what I would like to call, and what I have been calling, the Simus draft. That's been my name because why? I was at the draft, one of very few content creators in the Dallas Cowboys community that was at the draft, not Kansas City, but came to see his team draft players. Would have been that day too, but due to a storm coming through, they canceled it. But I got to see these guys get drafted. These are my guys. And we had a great draft. It was a none. It was a none. Let's get this guy. One about the 80 percenters or the dick riders amongst Cowboy Nation. It was about going to get guys that's going to fit into the system, that is going to fucking come out and play now. And I love it. I love every minute of it. So they did the right thing with the draft. They did the right thing with free agency. Now we need to do is figure out this running back situation and this kicker situation. And we're not touching DeAndre Hopkins. No, folks, this money is not for DeAndre Hopkins. We got a lot of fucking good names coming down the pipes, and they need their bread. And if this season go how I think it's going to go, I'd rather be in a money situation next year, because I don't think nobody going to give a fuck about the money under the cap, over the cap, salary cap. Who gives a fuck? Because I'd have a feeling it's going to be a good year. And I keep saying it. Remember, folks, Operation 702 is in full fucking effect. We can win games. We know that. What are you going to do in the playoffs? Now, Cowboys got money. We're looking good. 21-5. Under the cap. Good bread. Spend it wisely. Don't go out here jerking off and bullshitting. Do everything right. If you don't have to spend it right now, don't rush nothing. CeeDee Lamb wants some money? Don't rush it. Diggs wants some money? Don't rush it. I don't rush nothing. I don't give a fuck what no one else is saying. Everybody always, what about this guy? What about that guy? What about, y'all worried about the wrong thing. Look at the fucking roster right now. Now, there's going to be injuries. It looks good. June 1st, it looks good. Don't fuck it up. You know, what did mama used to say? Save it for a rainy day. Then when it's time, go for it. Right now, ain't no rush. It looks good. Everything looks good. Let's just hope we don't get a player arrested or in an unfortunate circumstance of a player, losing his life. Let's just hope Dak can resurrect himself and don't throw a listen. Everybody gonna throw an INT, but come on, man. You're gonna get scrutinized and you'll end up on Fox Sports One when you fucking throw a lot of INTs when they expect the best of you and you get a chance to get a contract extension. So yeah, look good, Dak. That's all I want. That's all I want for the team. You got my boy, you got, Dan Quinn, you know what I'm saying? Doomsday Dan, official name now. Doomsday Dan out there rocking, bringing back the Doomsday defense in Dallas. We've been dominant the last couple of years. Now he out here at OTAs rocking the Doomsday shirt. And I love that shit because fuck that hot boy shit. It's about that doomsday. We need to bring the devastating doomsday back to Dallas, and Dan Quinn is working this bitch. And I like it. Now, if we can get this offense together, boy, we start clicking like Dorothy's heels, baby, we gonna be floating, baby. I swear, I keep saying it. Don't sleep on the Cowboys this year. Now, I'm not doing that Scooter Magruder shit. I'm not on Twitter dick riding like some people. The shit is funny. There's a lot of fucking dick riding. There's a lot of cowboy dick riding going on Twitter, though, bro. There's a lot of motherfucking unnecessary fucking dick riding. There's a lot of grown men slurping and burping to get noticed on motherfucking Twitter, bro. Twitter is fucking comedy. Because a lot of fucking sports fans, especially amongst Cowboy fans, it's more niggas doing more slurping and burping over there than them brides, bro. I swear to God, man. Pride Month? Nah, them niggas been on that homo shit for fucking the last couple of years over there. Slurping and burping, boy. I swear to God. Niggas got cum coming out their nose. Pause. And I mean that shit. So, nah, bro. Like, let's do everything right. We making all the right moves. We're what? Damn, man. We can officially start the countdown. Like I tell everybody, like July will be here before you know it. And next thing you know, training camp. We're in Oxnard. Some of that place that a lot of you so-called Cowboy fans don't go and probably have never been. 80%ers. But we're almost close to Oxnard. We're almost close to the season. We're almost close. And I think the Cowboys are going to be good. Don't fuck this up. Don't sign Ezekiel Elliott back to this team, please. You just got to do all the right things. That's it. Keep doing the right things. In the end, this shit's going to pay off. I like the look of this team. I do. I like the look of this team. We don't need no more blue checks, egos, brands. We need dudes that's going to contribute and get us to Vegas. And if you can't do that, your ass shouldn't be here. And that's just how I feel. One of our brethren in the sporting community, he's down right now. I really, I really have not talked about this. And I really won't go into details about this because it's too much dick riding. Oh, wow. Speaking of that, there's a lot of dick riding. It's a lot of clout chasing. But BVD, you keep your head up, man. For real. None but love for BVD, Big Vol Daddy. None but love for the great one, legend. Rooting for you, praying for you. Shout out to my brother Law Tide, TCE, Alabama Crimson Tide, Dallas Cowboy fan one time. Thank you. I appreciate the updates. BVD, bruh, love you. Want the best for you. I'm praying for you. I'm rooting for you. You're in my thoughts. You're in my prayers. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because he know, Law knows, everybody know that, that motherfucker right there, that's a real one. That is an absolute real one. And I'll be watching a lot of Tennessee Vols this year, thinking about my boy BVD. Now, I can't wait for the season. For a lot of people that are new over here, listen, man, I'm gonna just say it. There's a lot of shit that I want to get off my fat fucking chest. And there's gonna be a lot of things said that a lot of people who don't know Simon's like that, you ain't used to it. This is not just a sports opinion channel. I'm not a trash talker. That's a lame word. I'm a destroyer of men. I break men to a point that they want to find my government name, and I ain't never doxed a motherfucker. And there are several people. I'm gonna rip your fucking heart out, and I'm gonna enjoy it. There are a lot of things that I want to say about a lot of subjects pertaining, especially to that former three-letter abbreviated group that I was associated with that a lot of people destroyed. But I'm gonna wait because at the end of the day, I want my team to back me up. And that's all I'm gonna say about that too. So I'm gonna put a lot of people in a place because everybody can't sit at the table with me. You can't even sit at the kitty table. You gotta go sit behind the dog house. You know, where the K9 piss and shit at. That's where you belong. And I can't wait. I can't wait to tell you that. Why do it now? Because I want it to hurt real bad. I know my damage is done hard. Because I know at the end of the day, when I talk my shit and the Cowboys win, I know it's painful. That I know. That I fucking know. Now, like I said, I could sit here and try to press the issue with, fake rumors and bullshit. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna give it to you how I feel. I'm not a friend of all Cowboy fans, and for the new people need to understand that I'm not a friend of all Cowboy fans. People have asked me several times, what is an 80 percenter and what is a 20 percenter? Well, I'm gonna explain some of my lingo. An 80 percenter is a cheerleader. It is a dick rider. It is a person that gets on social media and wants the attention of not only other fans, but the players. They don't understand how this shit work. A lot of these players don't even like the fans. A lot of these players they don't even want to talk about football. They want to talk about everything else. When it's your job, you're not going to sit all day and talk about your job. You don't want to. You give a fuck how much money you make. And an 80 percenter does that. An 80 percenter you rarely see them at games if they go to games at all. And that goes into being a TV fan. Now, a lot of people have heard the term TV fan and they tried to, misdirect it or what they say, push the goalpost for them. No. What a TV fan is a fucking fan that has never seen his team play at home. I started that. Me, my boy Rabani, my boy Rob. That's some shit that we started that I brought to the community that have just kind of spread it out because I've heard other people say it, but I just people are like, we're TV fan, TV fan. It's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of fake fandom, and I don't give a fuck. I really don't even like out of state fans. Like honestly, I live out of state, but I know I got blood in the state of Texas. So I'm not even tripping on that. Texas is home. I really don't like California anyway. I just live here. Money good out here. But it's just seriously, Texas is home. That ain't just the Cowboys. No, it's not. It's places that fans will never go. It's places that people will never see. They're afraid to go. That's home. I ain't never ducked nobody at my fucking home. I ain't never ran from nobody at my fucking home. It's time to get some shit straight. So I think I'm saying that to say this: if you really don't, if you want politically correctness when it comes to this cowboy shit, my advice to you is to unsub. And there are plenty and many of other clickbaiters, liars, dick riders, rumor mills, DallasCowboy.com quoting motherfuckers you can listen to. But I'm not that person. I'm around athletes. I know athletes. I love sports. I've been around sports my whole life. I've been around athletes my whole life. I know a lot of great current NFL players, a couple of NBA players. Hell, just met a guy in the NHL. Like I love sports. I'm around sports all the time. That's why I don't do that online dick riding. Like, because a lot of them dudes, they don't even like y'all. They don't even like y'all. You think I talking shit? Man, you should hear what some of your favorite former and current Dallas Cowboys have said about Cowboy Nation. So, shit, what they've said about NFL fans in general. And it's pretty much, to quote Ice Cube, get off my dick, nigga, and tell your bitch to come here. You know what I mean? And I want to say this too, since it crossed my mind right now. I seen a community post, and I could have took it the wrong way. And the post, and I won't say the guy's name. I know he's happy right now. I know he's happy. The Denver Nuggets are in the NBA Finals. And I know he's happy, and I don't like he even replied that it wasn't meant for me. But I want to say this: rings never get old. Championships never get old. World championships never get old. I don't give a fuck how long it's been since a certain team has gotten there. I don't care. It takes a hell of a lot to climb that echelon to get to the top and call yourself a world champion. I don't look at Muhammad Ali as a has-been. I don't look at Mike Tyson as a has-been. Sugar Ray Leonard as a has-been. Roberto Duran as a has-been. Julio Cesar Chavez is not a has-been. I don't look at Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather. These dudes aren't has-beens to me. A champion is not a LeBron James is not a has-been. Michael Jordan is not a has-been. Bill Russell is the greatest NBA player of all time. You dumb motherfuckers. Not Jordan, not Kobe, not LeBron. This man is the only man to coach and play and win a world title. Okay? I don't even like Boston. But see, when fans have such a short-term memory, that's what they do. They do shit like that. My GOAT list, I always say I want to talk about this GOAT shit eventually. But back to this NBA shit. Hey, listen, rings don't get old. Rings don't get old. And any of you motherfuckers, if your name is not the Pittsburgh Steelers or the motherfucking New England Patriots, fuck you, man. Niners and the Cowboys have earned the right for them five. And I'm telling you now, a lot of you bitches gonna get upset because there's gonna be a dog fight between San Fran and Dallas. And one of the motherfuckers might end up with 6 this year. Now I'll get into that in July sometime because I do. I always say I may not like my enemy, but I respect my enemy. And I study my enemy. A lot of you motherfuckers don't do that. You're just a fan and you just, I can't. No. Respect your enemy. Learn your enemy. A lot of motherfuckers don't do that because you're just a fan. You're just a fucking fan. Big difference. You know what I'm saying? So rings don't get old. Let's stop that shit. Especially you older niggas sounding like some young boy. Don't do that. You make yourself look bad. And I've told you several times, I see everything. Even when you think I'm not watching, I'm watching. Ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. I'm always watching. I can say like, even when I'm not watching, I'm watching. I hope everybody had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope all is well. I just wanted to get this out. And I guess when I feel like it, I'll make another one. Congratulations, Shannon Sharp. You finna do big things. Dallas Cowboys, keep doing the right thing. Oh, can't wait for the season. Man, I can't wait for the fucking season. Woo. With that being said, hey, y'all have a good one. I'm gone.